Here we go. Welcome to another IG Live special edition taking place on a Thursday instead, just because that's what the availability looked like this week. But every week we're coming on, and each episode we're striving to give you guys value in different areas, in different fields, different niches. So if you're in business, if you're in real estate, or you're in content creation or affiliate marketing, anything like that, then this is the episode to tune in on, because I'm super excited about this episode. We're going to be having Ricky Carruth on the live with us today. And if you don't know, he's got a really awesome story. He's been very successful within real estate, with sales, with affiliate marketing. He's killing it with the content creation, and he's just making it all work together, and he's putting out some great stuff. So this is going to be a great episode. He's going to be dropping some game, some insight. So if you're in the real estate market, or you're looking to take your you know what I'm saying, your sales and everything to the next level, then this is going to be a great episode for you, because he's going to be dropping all kinds of insights. It's going to be awesome. And you know what? I'm going to bring him up to the stage now. All right, looks like he is here. I'm going to add him to the Instagram. Is going to cooperate with us here in a second. All right, so we should be coming up here any second. There it is.
You.
All right. Ricky Carruth, can you hear me?
Yeah, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Oh, dude, just one day at a time over here, bro.
That's it. I see that you were even on a live just a few minutes ago.
Yeah, I did a little Q&A session while ago in between meetings.
Okay. Yeah, were you doing some live calls?
Nah, just doing Q&A. I just went live and did some Q&A. I'm working on some Instagram scripts, and just thought I'd take a break for a second. I did a couple podcasts this morning, so I'm just kind of, I'm just kind of trying to make it happen today, bro.
There it is, man. Thursday, bro. And you know what? It was awesome being able to meet you at WealthCon.
Yeah,
a couple months ago.
Yeah, that was fun, man.
Yeah, you were dropping some, and you know what really, what stood out about you was I was impressed and blown away at just how much you were wanting to help, and even just give away. You know, you're just giving away for free what people are charging for most of the time. And I was like, wow, that says a lot about who you are and just what it is that you want to do.
Yeah, I'm just doing what I want to do, right? There's no rules to this. There's no rule that says, hey, you got to charge everybody as much as you can, you know? I like being able to come on, shows like this and, make videos and stuff, without there being any kind of hidden agenda or ulterior motives, you know what I mean? So...
No, and I think that's beautiful, because you've worked hard for a number of years. You're not a novice to this stuff, and I know you're involved in different things, and I want to have you share on that in a second. But you've stood the test of time, and now you've reached a degree of success, and I'm sure you're not satisfied. You're still pushing for more, but you've taken enough steps to where you can look back and say, like, you know what, I can help a lot of people with what I've learned along the way. And
listen, honestly, I've reached the amount of success that I want to reach. It's not even about that anymore. It's just about doing what I want to do.
Yeah.
I don't have to do any of this stuff. But I enjoy doing it, so I enjoy creating content. It's not easy, but I enjoy it, and I enjoy traveling and speaking and writing and coaching and helping, So, yeah, I'm just doing what I want to do when I want to do it, and kind of playing by my rules. You know what I mean?
I love it. I love it. And you're crushing it, man. You're doing, you kind of remind me in a sense of kind of like Ryan Pane's kind of involved in a lot of different things. And I
Mm.
know I mean, you say your primary stream is probably real estate, but you also got some other thing. Why don't you talk a little bit about all the different ventures you've got going on? I know you're in real estate and you got the affiliate marketing, you got the content creation. What's your ecosystem as far as your
Well,
cash flow
whenever I
looking like?
started the Ricky Caruth brand, the goal was, or the idea behind it was to coach for free, create a massive brand, and then create a platform where I had several different options for agents to do business with me,
Mm,
right? So, the coaching is free, the content is free,
wow.
and then you can partner with me in a number of ways, right? Number one is the coaching, right? That's a business within itself. I do well over 7 figures just on affiliate sponsored,
Mm,
money. Then there's the investment where people can send me deals that I'll buy and evaluate and buy, or they can invest with me on deals.
yeah.
So, and I always throw my own money into every deal. As opposed to a lot of people who just raise money and don't really throw any of their own money in. They're just, getting free equity, which is great, and I'm going to get some free equity as well, but I'm also going to put some money into these deals with the investors. So I've got coaching, I've got investment. We just opened up mortgage,
Okay.
where we can work with agents on the mortgage side. Um, and then let's see, coaching, sales. So my sales business. So I
Your
stepped out of the sales
sale,
day to
that's
day.
separate from real estate, your sales business.
No, no, real estate sales as a real estate agent.
Ah, okay.
Yeah,
Got it.
yeah, yeah. So like the sales business, um, my father, he handles the day-to-day sales, listings and sales. I still tinker here and there with it or whatever, but he handles more of the day-to-day stuff, right? So
Got it.
sales, coaching, investment, mortgage, and brokerage. So people can join and partner with me at my brokerage as well. So it's like, okay, if you don't want to join my brokerage, you can still work with me on mortgages if you want to make money on your mortgages. If you don't want to do that, you can invest with me in real estate deals.
Yeah.
If you need help increasing your volume, you can just use my coaching program. So like I wanted to create something where people had different options, where if they didn't want to do this with me, they could still do that with me. And it's pretty much what I got. So that's what it is. And so now I can go and just speak from the heart, tell people what I really think about the market, what they should be doing, so on and so forth. And then on the back end, if they want to partner with me in some form or fashion, then they're welcome to do so. If not, that's fine too, right? It doesn't matter because, like I say, I'm just doing this for fun at this point.
Yeah. I saw somebody just asked, how can they be a part of your brokerage? So if somebody wanted to partner with you in that way, how could they do that?
They can just DM me.
There it is. There it is. So if you want to partner with Ricky on any of his deals, slide into those
Yeah, yeah.
DMs.
If you want to invest with me, if you want to join the brokerage, if you want to partner on the mortgage, if you want coaching, if you have referrals for down in Gulf Shores, Alabama, or really anywhere, I've got agents everywhere. So if you got referrals from somewhere, you're looking for an agent, let me know. Just anything. Well, whatever I can do to help you and your business, or any way that you want to collaborate or partner with me, those doors are open.
I love that. I love that. And I mean, I'm a big believer in the concept that you reap what you sow. And
Yeah.
you're sowing nothing but goodness, man. You're giving back. And I'm sure that's coming back to you in many ways and all your success throughout the years. So, but I know it's been a journey. It's been a process. You didn't just wake up and be in this position, right? I know there was a beginning. Everybody has a beginning. Why don't you share a little bit about what that journey kind of look like? I know did you start off as a realtor, or were you doing something else initially?
I started roofing houses, and I became a real estate agent in 2002. The market blew up. I made $1 million quickly, and then lost everything in the crash, flipping houses. And went back to roofing. I was serving tables. I worked on an oil rig for a year. In 2008, I got laid off, and I got back in real estate, and everything
Wow.
was about 50% off, so it was really easy to sell stuff back then. And yeah, I just started building my business the right way. At this point, I was still just an agent. By 2010, 11, I picked up another property, my first property coming back, and then bought two or three more properties over the next couple years or whatever, continued selling. Started selling 100 properties a year by 2014 as a single agent, and then was the #1 Remax agent in Alabama for a long time. And then by 2017, I made $1 million that year, and then I just decided to write a couple books and start speaking, writing, coaching. Became the world's first completely free coach for real estate agents. And then I just decided to start building that brand. I was still selling all up till last year, and traveling and speaking and creating content, trying to get better at that. So yeah, it's been a journey, man. And now I travel 3 times a month and speak, and spread the word, and just try to help as many people as I can. Try to help them flip that mindset, and
Yeah.
realize, closings happen every day forever. You'll
Mm.
never stop that. You'll never stop that, no matter what the market does. They can do anything they want to at the market. With the market, right now is a prime example. The Feds raised rates, and
Yeah.
interest rates went up, and all that, and then part of me thinks that they kind of wanted prices to come down a little bit so that affordability would be at a better place. But guess what? They can't control that, right? And prices have went up.
Right.
We're still off the highs, but we're up from 90 days ago, and we're up considerably from 90 days ago price-wise. Inventories at all-time lows and everything. It's just you can't control the market. It's going to do its thing, and we're in a really tough spot right now with no inventory in sight, and a lot of demand, brewing. So I don't know. You just can't stop it. It's as an agent and somebody in the mortgage business or something. It's just you've got so much job security just because people want to buy houses. You have more 33-year-olds this year than we've seen in like 30 years. And that's going to continue for another decade and a half. And that's the beginning age of a first-time home buyer. And 98% of millennials want to be homeowners to build their equity instead of other people's equity. And, plus you have all this pent-up demand of sellers who want to, they want to move, but they can't because they're locked into a lower rate. There's so much pent-up demand. It's just not even funny. Then you've got all the immigration, right? All the people coming from other countries, and that's putting pressure on demand as well. So demand's not the issue, right? They're coming out with 1% loans. They're coming out with 40-year mortgages. Demand's not the issue. Those things are set to entice the buyer to buy and to try to make things more affordable. What we need to do is try to entice sellers to sell and builders to build more. So, but you can't control all that stuff. As the little guy who is the real estate agent or whatever, your job is just to get out there and help as many people as you can buy and sell, which is going to happen every single day of your life forever, no matter what the market does.
So you'd say inventory is probably the greatest driving factor.
No, demand is. Even if inventory was zero, but there's nobody to buy, it doesn't matter, right? So demand is really the driving factor, and there's more of it right now than we've ever seen in our life, and we don't even know it because it's being suppressed by mortgage rates. When we see mortgage rates come down a tad, we're going to see that tsunami of buyers, and it's going to drive prices up because there's not going to be anything to buy. So prices are going to increase. I'm still seeing double-digit increases this year. We're up a good 3% right now on the year, positive. Unless something happens that makes the market crash, like unforeseen, like a debt ceiling, like the default of the national debt, which is highly unlikely, a war, which, in my opinion, is highly unlikely. Unless there's some unforeseen, another pandemic, unless there's some unforeseen situation, we're not going to see a negative year this year, appreciation-wise. It's going to be double-digit, in my opinion. And that's partly because later on this year, when we see mortgage rates move down a tad, we're going to see that wave of buyers with no inventory. I think it's all going to happen towards the end of the year in that third and fourth quarter, which, we're getting close to the third quarter now, but latter part of the third quarter, fourth quarter, early fourth quarter, I think we're going to see that big push. We'll see what happens. But again, none of this stuff matters when you're out there, trying to build a business. Like, I didn't even realize 2008 crashed, I was so focused on just making $1 million a year, selling as many properties as I could.
And on that note, because you had obviously a really successful year during that time, what is it that you think separated you from, like, because you weren't making $1 million before, so what was that, like, aha moment or what shift took place?
Well, number one, I was just never willing to quit. I just always just kept applying pressure. But the aha moment, it's where build your business around people, not sales. I was just focused on the deal and closing deals for a long time. And when the market crashed, I had nobody to really fall back on. When you focus on people, not the property, and you try to form those lifelong relationships, and you have a system like I do with my weekly email, send it out the same day of the week forever. People never forget who you are, and they always remember those warm and fuzzies, that great first impression. They're going to do business with you forever. And so when you have a system like that, then it makes things easier to go out there and scale. If you create 5 new friends a day with property owners in the market as a real estate agent, over the course of 5 years, that's like 6,000 people. And, if you have 6,000 people you've talked to, created friends with, send a weekly email on the same day of the week forever, how big is your business? It's massive, right? And that can happen in a matter of 3, 4, 5 years. And that's going to go by quickly, and everybody's going to say, well, how did you do that?
So you invested a lot of your time in investing in relationships, or just adding value to people, helping people.
The more time I waste on people, the more money I make, right? It comes back to the free coaching. The more time I spent helping agents increase their volume without charging them a dime, the larger all my other businesses become.
Yeah.
Right? So I don't see this. I like the way you said it, investing. The more time investing time into people, I think that's where it's really at, but you have to kind of have a system in place where these people never forget who you are, and you're kind of thinking speed as well. Don't spend all day on one client. You can do that here and there, but not on a normal, regular basis. You should have something in. You got to have a volume of people, really high volume. Thousands of people need to know who you are to have a really massive business. Depending on what business, like commercial, some of these commercial agents have like 100 great clients, and they sell $100 million a year, in real estate. So it's not true for every business, but it's true for most, right? People need to know who you are. And if you're spending so much time on one person here, one person there, you never really gain the momentum to get in front of enough people. And you're chalking it up to, I'm just giving this person great quality. Great customer service. Customer service is great, but you only have to spend about 10% of the time that you normally spend on somebody to give them that great, warm and fuzzy about how much you care about them.
You make a really good point, because maybe sometimes we could spend or give too much energy to maybe the wrong people, or maybe we're not being as efficient as possible. And so you said you got to have the right processes and systems in place. So what does that look like for you? How are you staying in contact with or maintaining those relationships? What's that process and funnel system look like for you?
Weekly email, bro. I just put them in my database, and I send a weekly email on the same day of the week forever that I build every week that has the most value I could possibly bring them.
Got it. So and you're getting their emails through what? I imagine through all your content, right?
Calling them. So it depends on
Mm,
what business you're talking about. So if it's real estate agents, yeah, I can just say, get my scripts or sign up for my free coaching or whatever. Boom, I have their data, and now I can email them and all that stuff. If it's property owners, I want to call and talk to them and see what it is I can do to help them, what they're thinking about doing, if they already have an agent they normally deal with, if it's okay if I stay in touch. You know what I mean?
yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So that's actually something that I recently started doing is get compiling my email list, and so I can get that newsletter out. So one thing that I'm doing is with a lot of my content that I put out is call to actions. So
Okay.
are you doing something like that? Do you have call to actions with your content, or are you
Yeah,
using?
like I've got my scripts. You can DM me the word scripts and get my scripts. You can invest with me. Just DM me the word invest. I'll have different things. So sometimes there's no call to action. Sometimes it's just, hey, follow for more value. Um,
Yeah.
but but then sometimes it's DM me this if you want that. So yeah, it just depends.
And when you obviously we talked about your journey, but at what point did you start transitioning from a realtor to now also investor?
Oh, well, I started, like I say, I bought my first property after I lost everything in like 2011. And then I just picked up a couple properties here and there. And then,
Were those
over the
like
last,
flips or whole?
no, buying whole. So we flipped over 100 homes in the last, like, I don't know, 6, 7 years. Um, but I've got about 40 doors,
Okay.
commercial duplexes, fourplexes, condos, single-family homes. I just closed on a single-family home last week. I've got 3 more under contract to close. 2 of these are brand new construction. 2 are older homes. So I'm buying anything that's around 300,000 in my market. That's anything close to good because it doesn't take a rocket science to realize A, prices are going up. Right, there's
Right.
nothing for sale. And B, rent's going to continue to go up. Even if it goes up 2 to 3% a year, which is pretty dang conservative, um, you're still looking at, like over the course of 5 years, like what I'm buying for 300 now and what I can rent it for, what that rent will be in 5 years. The ROI of that rent on my 300,000 investment today is crazy. Not to
Mm,
mention the appreciation of that property or what the rent's going to be in 10 years compared to the 300,000 I'm spending this year. So I'm buying anything that is anywhere close to 300,000 because I think that's a sweet spot, right? I think those houses are worth 500,000 in 10 years, and are going to be renting for crazy amount of money. So
right.
yeah, I mean, I look at that and I'm like home run, when I'm
Mhm.
buying those houses. So we're looking at multifamily deals all over the southeast to buy, apartment complexes and stuff. Being super patient with that. That market's kind of upside down.
With the
But
multi-unit,
what's up?
you said the multi-family.
Yeah, yeah,
Mm.
yeah, yeah,
It-
yeah. Looking at multifamily apartment complexes and stuff, and so yeah, like for the time being, I can just buy $300,000 brand new houses on the lake, 4 bedroom, like I got 2 of them under contract right now on the lake in Foley for like 3.25 a piece, 4 bedroom, that I know are going to do super well in the rent market. They're going to appreciate well. They're brand new homes. So, yeah, I can just sit around here and buy little single families. We bought a commercial duplex for 450, renting it out for 4,000 a month. Um, so little commercial stuff, some single families. If I see a nice little duplex or fourplex, I'll pick that up. But yeah, while we're waiting on the big deals to come through,
Yeah.
we're just being super patient there. In the meantime, I'm just picking up these little houses, and because it's not rocket science, man. Like, supply and demand is out of whack. It's going to continue to be. Demand is going to be just more than we've ever seen over the
Right.
next decade.
That
And
supply continues to dwindle.
yeah, yeah, exactly. And like I say, you just have so many factors here, with the amount of 33-year-olds, the immigration, everything. It's
Right.
just really teeing up to be really teeing up to be an incredible market if you own property, right?
Yeah.
The people that own real estate are going to win big. The people that are sitting on the sidelines waiting for the right time to buy, well, they're going to lose. Um,
Best
you
time to
know,
buy was yesterday, right?
it's true. It's true. We're not going to see another 2008, you
Yeah.
know?
When you just went over a bunch of different deals that you're currently involved in, are there deals that you prefer, or deals that are more ideal as far as commercial or flipping, or what's like your preferred type of deal, or even if there's somebody who's like, if you were just getting started, what's like
For
your
me,
preferred deal?
my favorite deals are like the commercial duplexes,
Okay.
and fourplexes.
Mhm.
Fourplexes you can get a 30-year fixed mortgage for. I like duplexes too, but if I had to take my pick, I'd pick like little commercial duplexes in good spots, of course. Like, it depends on what it is, where it is, and everything. But little commercial duplexes, office buildings, smaller ones, 2,000 square
Mhm.
foot, stuff like that. Stuff like that's not going anywhere. It's the huge warehouses and the big, huge buildings with, 500 offices. Those are the ones that are getting hit hard.
Yeah.
The little 2,000 square foot office buildings and stuff. Those are going to continue to do really well. For
Mhm.
small businesses, lawyers, um, title companies, the small businesses. Those aren't going anywhere.
Yeah.
Um, so I like those, and I like fourplexes. Those are kind of my favorite, but I don't have a lot of fourplexes in my market. I
Yeah.
own one, and if I ever see another one, I'll buy it. So
And what's the reason? I imagine it's because of the cash flow that those all those units bringing in for that one property. Is that right?
well, the biggest thing is the fact that on a fourplex you can still get a 30-year fixed mortgage.
Right.
Versus if you step it up one more unit to a 5 unit complex, then now you've got to get a commercial loan, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where it's like a 5-year arm, or it's a 5-year balloon amortized over 30, 40, over 20 years, or whatever. It's gets a little different. Those deals are easy to refinance at the end of the balloon. Um, if you're doing what you're supposed to do on the operating side to take care of those properties and increase rents, and everything is doing well and everybody's happy, then those are easy deals to go refinance. So it's not like it's a problem, but I just like fourplexes because I can get a 30-year fix. I know what the lifetime payment's going to be to pay that property off, and I can kind
Yeah.
of figure everything in. And now every year when I go up on rent, I'm just increasing my return. Versus if I have to go refinance it, maybe that's at a higher rate in 5 years. I don't know. You don't know,
Right.
and it could turn into a situation where the payment's higher, like what a lot of people are going to experience now when they go to refinance. As these loans on these big complexes mature, this is case in point what's happening right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather be in a 30-year fixed on a deal than a 5-year arm.
Now, when it comes to your deals, what would you say is your top lead generators? Your content, your email list? What's actually bringing you your most leads?
Just partners. I have partners around here. If they see something, they'll send it to me and they'll say, "You want to buy this?" Or I might see something and send it to them and say, "Hey, do y'all want to buy this?" And then as far as out of the area, the big complexes, I've got people who send us deals, agents in other areas, commercial agents and stuff like that. So they know we're looking for stuff and they just send us stuff. So I think creating relationships with partners
Yeah.
and agents, real estate agents who work those markets and can come up with some off-market deals and stuff, that's going to be your best bet.
So yeah, it goes back to that network or relationship building. So that's powerful, man. That's really, you said it, investing in relationships.
Yeah.
If you could go back, you've obviously have learned a lot from when you first started. If you could go back in time to warn yourself of some things, what advice would you tell yourself?
Well, I'll probably just try to speed the process up of understanding that, it's about people, not properties,
Yeah.
and building my business on people and building a database and doing a weekly email and doing all that stuff. I think I would have avoided a lot of, a lot of the downfall. But there again, though, the downfall kind of made me who I am,
Of course.
So it's kind of, I don't think I'd change anything, honestly. I just kind of let everything happen that happened, because if I change something, I might not end up where I am today, which is in a really good spot,
Absolutely. Yeah, man. I mean, it's the process. It's what makes you who you are.
Yeah.
That process of continual grinding, and I believe that you only fail when you stop trying. Every time you fall short, that's just more experience. You know what not to do next time.
I'm a high D, and so I'm a get it done kind of person. If I have to wing it, I'm going to wing it, but I'm going to take action before inaction.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to go make it happen. I mean, a lot of the stuff I do is really unorganized, but it doesn't bother me.
Yeah. Wow. Hey, but you're getting it done. You're getting it done, man.
Right. That's the bottom line. Do you get it done?
Yeah. Sometimes, I mean, you could have all these systems and processes and planning in place, but if there's no action,
You're not getting it done.
Progress, then
Yeah.
something I like to say is like, sometimes you got to be okay with building the plane as you're flying it, right? And just
that's a good way to put it.
Yeah, you just kind of and figured it out as you go along.
You have to. I mean, if you know everything before you jump into the situation, it's too late.
Yeah. Wow. We were talking a little bit about how generous you are with how much you want to help people. And we talked about how you're just giving away coaching. You're giving away insight. You're giving away your platform. And if however people want to get in touch with you to do that, all they got to do is DM you. One thing I remember at this past conference, and you're going to be at the next one too, right? WealthCon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. But I remember one of the themes that a lot of people touched on was their why, their why, like what's that thing for you, because that's going to be what keeps you when things get hard, those challenges come in, when you want to quit. It's the why. And I have my personal why outside of my business. I'm a minister with my church, and I just want to help people who are in less fortunate situations, help them be set free from whatever addiction they may be attached to. So when it comes to you, Ricky, you're doing a lot of good. What would you say is your why? What's your driving factor? What makes you do it?
Oh man, honestly, I really don't know.
Mm,
To be honest with you, I just like to do stuff. Um, I just like to stay busy. Like when I wake up, like I have to go hit the gym. It's like it's a must. Like even if I have lack of sleep, like I have to go do that. Um, I don't know. I mean, like the philosophical part of it is I want to help people and I want to build a legacy and blah blah blah. You know what I mean? Like reaching my full potential and stuff like that. But
mm,
honestly, I can't just sit still. It's really what it is, to be honest with you.
yeah.
Like I enjoy helping people. That's what everything is about for me. Like that's what keeps me going is hearing, hey, what you're doing is really helping me in my business. And that's awesome. But the fact is like I just can't sit still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hear you,
I
man.
mean,
I'm right there. I mean, as a goal oriented person, we're kind of always moving towards the next thing.
yeah,
Okay, we got this check in the box. Boom, what's next? What's next?
yeah.
And boom, boom, boom. But one thing I had to really ask myself is, am I enjoying the journey? Is the journey of where I'm trying to go, or where am I even going? Maybe that's my question to you, Ricky. Like, you're definitely doing some good things. You said you're happy with where you're at. Do you have like a goal that you're trying to reach?
I've already reached all my goals.
Yeah.
I have the dream home, dream cars, dream family, dream life. You know what I mean? We
Mm,
travel 3 times a month. I bring them with me. Um, we go chill. We speak. I build business and do biz dev for fun.
yeah.
Um, so I've already hit all my goals, man. Like that, it's over for me.
Mm,
Um, like I had $1 million a year back in 2017 in real estate, and now I have all these different layers of businesses and income and stuff, and like that's what I always wanted. So I've already accomplished all my goals. You know what I'm saying?
man.
Um, like I could say, oh, well, I want 100 million or I want 1 billion and all that stuff. It just doesn't interest me at all. Like what
Mm,
interests me is what I'm doing right now. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
creating content, doing calls like this, traveling, speaking, talking to agents, helping agents, you know, um, that's it. Like it's money is just not money. That just doesn't, it's not part of the equation for me at this point.
Mm, that's powerful, man.
It's like, okay, will I hit 100 million? Yeah, I'll definitely hit 100 million. When? I don't know. Maybe 10 years from now, 15 years from now, 20 years from now. I don't know. But that's already done, though. Hold on. I've already planted the seeds for that to happen. You
Mm,
know what I mean?
yeah.
It's already happening whether I want it to or not. So I'm just chilling. Like I'm just enjoying the ride.
Yeah. So it's like, yeah, I've heard somebody once say that, success is what you're able to do for yourself, but significance is now what you're able to do for others. And so it sounds like you've had success for yourself, but now you're wanting to just continue to rise to a place of significance to where you're helping people get to maybe where you are or get to where they want to be,
It's
you know?
it's not up to me. You know what I mean? I can't go build their businesses for them.
Right.
I don't hold myself responsible for anybody else's success. They got to go do it on their own. I can tell them everything that I did. Hopefully they can take a piece of that and go crush it. But, you know, I used to sit around and be like upset when agents don't succeed and stuff like that. But then I came to realize I don't have any control over what they're going to do. So yeah, like I say, man, that's the cliche part of it, right? You know, oh, we're going to help other people and stuff like that. Yes, I'm going to do everything I can do to put out as much content and information as I can to help as many people as possible. And guess what? I'm not going to charge a dime for it. So yeah, my heart is there, but the part about it is that I can't go do it. I can't. They have to want to take the information and go crush it and actually put the work in, and that's kind of rare, honestly.
Honestly, yeah, yeah, because you could. I mean, we live in the age of information. I mean, everything's at our fingertips.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, you're doing it right now. You just said right now, whoever's on this live, like if you need help in real estate coaching, investing, or you're looking for deals, or you're looking for somebody to partner with in your investments, like Ricky is on here saying, shoot me a DM, and
Yeah.
I'm willing to help you for
Mm-hmm.
free, for free.
Yeah.
And that's, if I've ever heard of an opportunity, that's one right there. But the reality, just like you're saying, Ricky, is, not with all this information and opportunity we have, not everybody's going to act on it. Not everybody's gonna apply it. Somebody, we know the quote that says, "Knowledge is power," and I think knowledge or information applied is power, because knowledge without application is just doesn't really do much.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, though, everyone has the option to go take the action and to be as successful as they want. It's their decision to do it or not.
Mm.
And it wouldn't matter if every single person succeeded at the highest levels. It's unlimited. Success is unlimited. You're really not in competition with each other, only yourself. So
Right.
It's really as easy as that. Like, it's everyone's choice to go succeed or not. They're deciding every day if they want to do the things that they need to succeed or not. I think everybody kind of has a really good idea of what the things they need to do to succeed, and they make a decision every day to do it or not to do it.
Yeah.
So, I can't worry myself with that. I can only focus on me and trying to put as much information out there as possible for people to absorb and use. And but if they use it or not, is it's not up to me.
Yeah, it's on everybody. There's just another saying that goes that commitment will get you started, but consistency will keep you going.
Yeah.
So obviously you're a man of commitment and a man of consistency. So what does like a daily routine look like for you? I know you have your systems in place. You got your different things that you're about. So
I get up at
what does it look
5:30. I
like
go
for
to the
you?
gym. Yeah, I get up at 5:30 and go to the gym. Um, and I lift, and then I run 2 miles. I do that Monday through Saturday, and then Monday through Friday I work. 8 to 5. I'm in the office. I organize my day, and then whatever my meetings are, or whatever I'm trying to do, whatever my projects are, I work. So whatever that is in front of me, I'm gonna crush.
Yeah.
So yeah. So like I say, I got to get up at 5:30, hit the gym, run those 2 miles. That's a must. That kind of gets me where I need to be. And then I just organize my day based on what my schedule looks like, and then I know exactly where I need to be when I need to be there.
And I'm sure there are days where you really don't feel like doing that.
Here and there, not
Yeah.
not very often. Here and there, like I say, I don't have to do this.
Yeah.
I don't have to do any of this. So, yeah, no, there's never really a day that I don't feel like doing it, because if there was, I wouldn't do it.
Mm.
but I do it. You know what I mean? So obviously, I do feel like doing it. I do want to do it. You know?
Yeah, man. Well, shoot, when it comes, we were talking about the market and how demand is continuing to increase and supply is continuing to dwindle. What are your thoughts regarding, I know you said that unless there's like a God event or something that happens, a pandemic or something, that
Mm.
you think we're going to continue to see this upward trend of decreased supply and increased demand, just
I don't
regardless
think
of what's
supply
going
can get
on?
any lower. I I think supply is as low as it can get. I mean, I
Okay.
guess it could go a little lower, but we're pretty much there. I mean, we're almost at zero.
Yeah.
You can't go any lower than zero on inventory. So, um, yeah, I think inventory is about it might get a little tighter, but it doesn't have much room to get much tighter. And yeah, I mean, as far as everything else goes, we're going to have I mean, there's no doubt we've got more pent up demand than ever. So we're going to see prices go up, which is not
Yeah.
going to be good for first time homebuyers and stuff, but they're coming out with all kinds of programs, 1% down, 40-year mortgages, and different things to try to help these people get into properties and be able to afford those monthly payments. So I don't know how I feel about it because it's kind of inflating the market.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know if I like all that stuff, but maybe it's needed because if you got all these people that want to buy houses and can't buy houses, you got to do something. So
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's true. It's true. And it's a challenge for either realtors, investors, or just first time home buyers. So in this with this current predicament, what would be your advice to either realtors or investors? What advice would you give them as far as the things they should focus on right now? Just considering the challenges, like what can they do to
real estate agents,
real estate agents and investors?
yeah, for sale by owners, expireds, absentee owners, people that don't live in the house, right? It's their second home. It's an investment property. Um, so that it's low hanging fruit, man. Like I'm making live calls on YouTube every week, and I just did for sale by owners a couple of days ago. Set an appointment and got another off market property. Last week I did live calls from Stage in Orlando. I did circle prospecting, got a listing on the first call. The week before was expires, and I picked up $1 million client, that's not ready to do anything right now, but they'll do something later. Picked
Uh,
up all these clients. Every single call session, I'm picking up deals and clients, and I'm only doing the call sessions just to make content to show people how to make calls. I'm not making calls. If I were like in sales, making calls every day, I'd be closing deals every day. There's plenty of business. It's just a matter of just picking up the phone, calling people, tell them who you are, what you do, and you're here to help, and seeing what you can do to help them. Um, Too many people hiding behind the computer, sending text messages, making content, and you need to do that stuff, right? But if you combine making calls all morning with doing all that stuff in the afternoon, if you just add in the calls to what you're doing, then your business will explode, right? So, calls all morning, marketing, social media all afternoon, and a weekly email, and you're done. It's just a matter of time before you're, a millionaire.
wow. So just putting putting the pedal to the metal and not letting up.
Yeah, that's one way to put it. I mean, my thing is what's the alternative? What else are you going to do? If you if
It's
you're
true.
if you're an investor, what are you? Do you flip? Do you buy and hold? Are you syndicating? Are you wholesaling? What are you doing, right? For me, I'm a buy and hold guy. So I'm buying single family homes, anything I can get my hands on around 300,000 that's new, because I know what's going to happen.
Would you say that what was your strategy when you first got started, or is that, because
Yeah,
I know some people that
yeah.
maybe they're a flip now but then hold later, or what's your mindset there?
I always bought and hold.
Mm,
I still have that property I bought in 2011 the first one I got back in. I still have it.
wow, wow. So you don't really operate. You don't do many flips.
I do. We've done 100 flips in the last like 6, 7 years. I've got 2 partners on that, and honestly, if we would have kept the top 30 properties there, we'd be way more wealthy. If we would have sold, half of them that weren't that great, then we'd be way better off right now. Cash flow, appreciate, we'd be way better off.
So what made you what made you sell them?
Because we're flipping houses.
Oh, okay. So you went into the deal knowing it was going to be a flip.
Yeah, like those 2 partners I have, all the deals we buy are flips. They don't hold anything. So, I'm not a big, I don't really like flipping, but we make a little bit of money, and I really love my partners. So I don't want to say I don't want to do this anymore, because there may be a really incredible deal later down the road that we all do together. So I'm it's funny because I'm kind of flipping just to keep the relationship with those guys.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. Wow. Well, shoot, man, Ricky.
Yeah, that was a lot, wasn't it?
Today, man.
Yeah, that was a lot, man. Hey, I enjoyed it, bro. Stay up, and I'll see you in Vegas.
Yeah, yeah. What day you're going to be speaking on?
I don't know. I haven't been sent anything as far as that goes yet.
Okay.
But I will be there loud and proud. I'm sure I'll be. I'm sure I'll speak for the VIP day, and then on the big stage as well.
Let's go. Well, man, Ricky, I tell you what, there's not many, who are operating in the way that you are. And, I just want to reiterate again for everybody on the live, or if you're catching the recording, man, Ricky Caruth is opening up opportunities for anybody who wants to get into investing, or you're looking to partner on deals. If you need some coaching and at any regard, how did they get in touch with you, Ricky?
They can just DM me.
There it is.
Yeah, they can just DM me.
Yeah, and Ricky Caruth is going to be tagged in this video. He's going to be in the caption. So if there's anybody out there, you want some help, you're trying to take your career in real estate or investing to the next level. Maybe you're doing this on the side. Maybe you have a career and you want some tips on how you can get started in investing. Well, you can go on Google and YouTube and try to figure it out, or you can DM Ricky Caruth today, right now. You can shoot him a DM, and I don't know how he manages it, because he's got a pretty massive following, and so I'm not sure. You must have people helping you out there, but
I'll answer all my questions myself.
Well, there it is. There it is. As big as a following that he has, his DMs are still open to you and I.
Still answering DMs, so we'll see what happens. If it becomes mathematically impossible at some point, then that's a different story. But for now, I'm able to keep up.
There it is. There's not many people that'll say that. So this is a really good opportunity that really everybody on this live, if you're listening to this call that we have, because Ricky's somebody who's had a lot of success in this area with his marketing, with his real estate, his sales, and even his content. He's got a system that's working for him, that he'd love to help you out with whatever you got going on. So make sure to shoot him a DM. Ricky, how else can people get in touch with you, or
That's the
is
best way.
that, you got a website,
That's
or?
the best way, man. Everything's in the link in my bio, free coaching, investment, everything.
There it is. You heard it here, folks. We got a question here. Somebody's asking about the rates for the rest of the year. What are your thoughts on that, Ricky?
I think it'll get down around 6.
About 6, okay.
Yeah, I think it'll get down around 6, something like that. But who knows? That's a
Yeah,
moving target. So it just kind of depends on inflation and if they get the national debt thing under control. You know, so I think we're fine. I think the debt thing will get under control. I think inflation will come down. I think we'll wind up around 6, between 5.5 and 6. You
okay.
know, by the end of the year, we'll see.
And
But prices are going to be way higher though. So
right,
I mean that's the thing. If you're waiting on rates to come down,
that's not a good strategy, right? Because
I don't
regardless
think so. I think
of
it's better to
rates,
buy right now at the lower prices and then refinance later if rates come down. I think you should buy now and think, okay, here's my rate forever. And then if you get lucky and rates come down, refinance.
yeah. And regardless of rates, that supply problem is still, and the demand is still going to be there, regardless of rates, right?
The supply and demand.
Yeah, regardless of rates, that's still going to be the main factor.
Yeah, and that's why you don't want to wait for rates to come down, because when you wait for rates to come down, that's when everybody else is waiting for as well, and you're going to be competing against a lot of other buyers.
Hmm. Well, there it is. There it is,
So,
guys. Man, Ricky, any last thoughts? Any comments
nothing really, man.
to
I
the
think you
people?
said it all. I enjoyed it.
Good stuff, man. Well, dude, Ricky, it was an honor, a privilege having you on. You're a good dude. You're a good guy. You're doing something that not a lot of people are doing. And man, I just hope and pray that that you just continue to be blessed, and you continue to have that strength to do what you're doing, and keep helping people. I know that those who want to help others, God's just going to continue to give them the resources they need to continue doing that. So, man, keep it up, keep crushing it, and I just look forward to seeing everything that continues to unpack out of your life, bro.
I appreciate it, man. You enjoy the rest of the day. We'll see you in Vegas.
Yes, sir. We'll see you later. We'll see you then. And everybody, thanks for joining us. Thanks for joining the live. Like I said, Ricky is going to be, his information is going to be in the caption, in the description. You can slide into his DMs today, right now, if you're looking for free coaching. There's nobody, I don't know anybody that's offering free coaching, free insight. If you're looking for deals, you can jump into his DMs. So it's truly a really good opportunity, man. And this week our guest was Ricky Carruth. Each week we have a different guest who is killing it within their subject area. And the goal is just to really jump on here and provide you guys with value so that you can just continue to take your life to the next level, whether you're in real estate, content creation, business, ministry, whatever it is that you're connected with. These are it's a great episodes where you can get that insight. And I mean, I'm not on some of the people that we have on. I'm not at their level, but sometimes you just got to get in the room with people who are at another level so that you can continue to climb up, right? So all we're doing each week is we're inviting people into the room, and you're welcome to come on in and even ask some questions. It's a great time where you can really just get an inside look behind the success that our guests have been able to accumulate. So we typically do this on Fridays at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, but this was the availability that Ricky had, and so we made it happen. He's a busy guy, and I'm blessed that he was able to come on with us. I'm sure you guys are as well. We'll be back next week with another guest where they'll, like I said, we'll be continuing to give you guys value. So make sure to follow, to stay connected, stay tuned with everything that we have coming out. I hope that you guys have a great rest of your Thursday. Have a great weekend. Happy Memorial Day. Enjoy it with the family. And I pray that you guys are blessed and that you keep crushing it in whatever area you are doing it. Just keep going. You just got to keep doing it. Commitment will get you started, but consistency will get you to where you want to be. So out from here, we'll see you guys next time. All right? God bless.